Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast. And I'm just checking in on you. All right? I can't even tell you what a great mood I was in 7 minutes ago. 7 minutes ago. Everything was fucking fine. And then what happens? What happens? My whole technology fucking world the internet's not working. I got to go into the one room in my house where the internet works for whatever fucking reason. It's a cloudy day. You got to upgrade your fucking something or other, All I wanted to see, I found out that Liverpool lost the cup final, and I know what all you assholes and how the fuck did you just find out now? You know why? You know why I just found out now? Because I have American internet, okay? Do you know how many pages I have to scroll through to find fucking soccer highlights? I mean, it's after the German scat films, okay? That's where the fuck it is in this country. And by the way, I found out that Mo Salah guy got his shoulder yanked out by some cunt on the other team, and good luck trying to find a video of the actual goddamn play. I swear to God, I want to fucking find every cunt out there that is acting like they have the video. Do you know what one of the websites I went to had? It had the silence of the crowd. That was the video. I don't want to fucking see that. I want to see the injury. Fuck, I want to sit there and look at some fat cunt crying over his fish and chips. I want to see what happened. Because the picture that I saw looked like that guy he pulled a Kelly Olynyk. He fucking grabbed onto the thing and fucking yanked it out. Anyways, I mean, what kind of fucking world do you live in? Okay? Well, you're trying to get more money off of advertising by pulling some shit like that. I swear to fucking God. We'll have footage, but we'll have him walking out of the stadium with his fucking arm in a sling. Hey, you got the Zapruder film? Oh, yeah, we got it. What do? Huh? They show somebody fucking with their hand over their mouth. They don't show the actual fucking assassination. God, I was in such a good fucking mood. I was in such a great mood. I woke up. My daughter woke me up. Who's kidding who, right? Made her breakfast as I always do. We had a great time. We sang the Itsy Bitsy Spider 5,000 times. I was in a great mood. And then for whatever reason, my stupid recorder, the metronome got turned on. I didn't know how to turn that off. So rather than relaxing and trying to figure it out, I broke my headphones. Can you believe this all unraveled? My wife loved me 7 minutes ago. I'm turning 50, and I'm still behaving like this. I just broke one of my toys like a goddamn toddler. Do you guys realize that you're listening to a child? Maybe that's why God had me go bald, because I was acting like a baby. He wanted me to look like one. A big old baby. A big old bearded baby. I should be down in Coney Island, right? And they should just have me in one of the cages next to the bearded lady and just have me trying to fucking figure out something that involves any remote basic technology. Look at the big old angry baby. He's 50 years old, but you wouldn't know it. And just watching me breaking fucking headphones and recorders. Oh, God. And I'd love to tell you that turning 50 is this profound thing and that I'm going to change, but I swear to God, I'm not. I'm going to be breaking my walkers when I'm fucking 90. I almost said 80, and then I bumped it up to 90 because I just said walkers. There's no fucking way. Speaking of which, I'm back to working out yet another time, attempting with this shoulder because I'm impatient. I move up too quickly in weight, and I re-aggravate my shoulder. I don't hurt it again. I just aggravate it. But I really do miss working out and lifting weights and all that shit, getting a little pump going, So I'm doing it with very light weight. Like, put it this way. This is how light the dumbbells are. My dumbbells are like pink, baby blue. I have 1 pound. It's a girl's. I have 3 pounds. It's a boy. All right? Are those? No, I don't. Wait. No, 2 pound. 2-pounders are purple. I got the Purple Rain 2-pounders. the It's a Girl 1 pounder, and then I got the It's a Boy 5 pounder, and then I got 6 pound. the color, they're orange. Right? It's like I'm working out with Fisher Price weights here. Anyways, but I got that TRX band, and that thing's kind of been saving me a little bit. It's weird. I can't bring weight up to the side, out and up to the side, like much more than 3 pounds without re-aggravating my shoulder. But for some reason, I can do 50 push-ups. And I don't know why I just told you that, because now every person who's even remotely a personal trainer, they're going to start giving me advice. You can't bring up dogs, working out, or I don't know, something else, how to shave your beaver. I don't fucking know. You always need 3 examples. I'm sorry, I choked. I ran out of things there. Anyways, have you guys been watching the Stanley Cup final? Not finals, the NBA finals start tonight, but the Stanley Cup final, the first 2 games in Las Vegas. And I got to tell you something. I really wanted to hate on the intro that the Knights, the Vegas Knights had, that Game of Thrones shit that they were doing. But I get it. It's Vegas. They got to put on a show. They can't have strippers out there because there's kids there. It was a kid-friendly Vegas show. I thought that shit that they were doing on the ice was amazing. But it was kind of funny how I remember in the NBA when guys would dunk, a.k.a. black guys, would dunk, and then they would make that motion across the neck like we just slit your throat, and they were like, that's too violent, is that a gang sign? They can't do that anymore, right? And then you turn on hockey, it's basically a bunch of white people. They're out there dressed like knights. They're not even miming going across the neck. They literally have a fucking sword right across the neck. There's all those kids there. You know what I mean? Maybe because he's dressed up like a knight or something. Maybe, I have no fucking idea. But anyways, the games have been outstanding. It's really hard to root against the Vegas Knights with that story. Whatever that GM or that coach said at the beginning of the year, them being an expansion franchise, he said to the players, all of you are here for the same reason. Whoever you were just playing with didn't think you were worthy of being protected. Something like that. I mean, that's like the beginning of all those fucking movies where they're going to win the championship, Sneak away from the Nazis, like that Sylvester Stallone movie where they played soccer, right? That's how this whole thing's playing out. But I've become a Capitals fan just because I've been hanging with Josh Adam Myers all these years. So I got to root for his Capitals. Plus, they've been waiting since 1974. Who gives a shit? It's been great hockey. I loved the shootout in Game 1. As far as 10 goals being scored, I was blown away by how fast Vegas was and just how relentless their forecheck was. But and I did like that the Capitals stuck up for T.J. Oshie and knocked that one guy in the Knights on his fucking ass. Which he got off easy, by the way, compared to what the fuck you guys have been doing to T.J. Oshie. They just decided that we're just going to fucking go after this guy, huh? Is that what it is? Because he's getting face washed, slashed, boarded, cross-checked, and he finally fucking snaps and takes a dumb penalty. What's that guy? Well said. He needs to come out and beat the fuck out of somebody. But I loved how the Capitals in the second game played a really physical game, and they slowed them down. And Jesus Christ, that fucking save, that is the save that might have saved, like if the Capitals win the Stanley Cup, you got to say right there that fucking save. If they go back to Washington down 0-2, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say really obvious stuff. Oh, they got a big uphill climb to skate. Although the Cavaliers were down 0-2 to the Celtics and came back and won 4 out of 5. Oh, God. That reminds me when the Red Sox lost to the Mets in 86. We won the first 2. You realize that? If you win the first 2, the other team has to win 4 out of the next 5. And all you got to do is go 2-3, and you fucking blow it. Oh, it hurts. Hats off to the Vegas crowd. I got to give it up. The NHL chose so many wrong cities throughout the years, to try to get excitement going. Carolina, Phoenix, Atlanta. I mean, Miami. It just, and I was of that mindset of what the fuck are they doing? Why don't you just put one in Mobile, Alabama? Nobody gives a fuck about this shit. You're going down into basketball and football country. Stock car racing and moon shining, I mean, they would rather stand along the Appalachian Trail and cheer on a hiker than go to a fucking hockey game south of the Mason-Dixon line. That was my belief. Oh, my God. Am I fucking... I'm quoting Bon Scott. That's my belief. Fingers, Freddy! Diamond Jim. But I stand corrected because I got to tell you something. Fucking Nashville and Las Vegas... The level that the fans are going crazy in the stands, they're going more nuts than anybody in the original six. Granted, we understand the game more, so we don't have to fucking scream and yell like that. But I think the trifecta is going to be Seattle, as much as I trashed them earlier. Those are great fans in Seattle. They don't need any help to be any louder than they already are. But I will always contest the volume of that football stadium, because I went to a home game there and people were just chatting before the game. And I was like, this is really fucking loud. And people just talking normally. Anyway, it was like that fucking Metallica album where they made it like louder than 10. The one that looked like a coffin and a pussy on the album cover. You had it like halfway up and it was still blowing your eardrums out. Did the owner of the Seahawks produce that one? It's louder. That means it's better. Anyways, I don't know. I'm just think that's going to be this resurgence after some missteps in some of these cities by the NHL, and I don't think that it will ever quite go mainstream, though. I actually watched Game 1 at this cigar bar. Oh, look who's here! The lovely Nia. What's that? Who's that from? When are the batteries for her little toy going to come?
I don't know. You ordered them.
Yeah, they're like watch batteries. She has this little creepy little purple monkey that she absolutely loves, and it just freaks me out. It's like this. It's something you'd see in a horror movie, right? With that high-pitched voice. Yeah, hello. Hello. This fucking head spinning around. Stays on your finger. Can you close the door, Nia, so she doesn't hear all my filthy talk in here? Oh, bring her in. Bring her in. Oh, it's the kid hour. She's coming in. Oh, the itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. I've sang this 1,000 times today. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Hi. Can you say hi? Can you say hi?
Hi.
There you go. Can you say dada?
Dada.
Can you say mama?
Dada.
Yes, right. You know where your bread's buttered. Can you say mama?
Mama.
There you go. Can you say baby?
Baby.
There you go. Can you say thanks?
Okay.
Can you say please?
Please.
Can you say dog?
Dog.
What else has she got?
Say hi, Dada.
Hi, Dada.
Nice. Very.
Hi, Mama.
Hi, Dada.
Yeah. That's right.
No love for Mama.
My favorite thing, I love that I get the mornings of mine with her. Huh? That's right. You wake me up. I change your diaper. We give you your baba, right? And then I always make her breakfast.
That's right.
She eats her breakfast, and after every bite, she has to go, Yeah. Nia, what did you think about what the Capitals did in Game 2? How they...
Oh, my God. It was a real showing. I tell you, they got out there and they played that game, and I was like, whoa.
Can you say whoa?
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, she likes the bubbles, those little bubble things. She likes you blow the bubbles. She likes to run into him and break him with her face. And go, whoa. Bubbles, right? You like Bubbles?
She's getting shy.
All right. So, Nia, can you break down for the white audience what's going on with Drake and Pusha T? I actually listened to the song. I'm like, all right, so, he knocked up a porn star.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh boy.
This isn't going to end with a gun battle, is it?
No, that's not who those guys are. Those days are over, by the way.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Those days are over. No more gangster rap.
You shot me in my liver. You shot me. You shot me.
Oh, Jesus.
That guy drives me up the wall.
No, Pusha T had some...
I can't listen to Drake.
His new song that took shots at Drake. Drake shot back. Pusha T shot back. And Pusha T shot back in a way that was even more devastating than Drake's.
Do you ever listen to white music when that happens?
White music when what happens?
Answer songs and whatever, giving each other crap or whatever. Do you know what the original one was, as far as I know?
What?
The original one, well, maybe it was the Flintstones when they had bug music. Bug music, I can't stand bug music. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Remember that episode? No. They were trashing the Beatles, and the Beatles never answered it. They were above. I'm kidding. The first one was Neil Young made a song called Southern Man.
Okay. And Tom Petty
Trashing them. No. Sweet Home Alabama is an answer song.
Okay.
It's all in the thing. I hope Neil Young will remember. Southern Man, don't need him around anyhow. Sweet Home Alabama, and they never shot at each other or anything. Why are you being an asshole? Because you're like, wow, yeah, wow.
Don't curse in front of her.
Huh?
Asked you repeatedly not to curse in front of her.
Why are you being an a-hole?
I don't know. What happened? Neil Young and who sang Sweet Home Alabama?
All right, I'm done with you.
Okay.
Leonard Skinner.
Oh. Lynching and Skinner. What are they?
You're always, do you know how, did you hear how she just talked to me? That's the way she talks to, like, wait staff people. Going out to eat with you, it's just like, oh, my God. I'm telling you, oh, my God. You get so upset when I say that. Look at you. Uh-oh. I think, yeah, Jesus, what just happened?
Come on, stinky butt.
What happened? I'm glad I'm not on the watch. Could you just heat this back up? Because this was, yeah. I'm going to tease you out of that.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye. All right. She gets so mad at me when I bring that up. Anyways, yeah, I actually listened to the song, the Pusha T song, so I could be informed about what was going on. And, I thought he brought up a lot of points. And, I don't know, my answer song would be like, yeah, I banged a porn star, we got a kid, and it's costing me a lot of money. Anyways, I still got enough for my own Lamborghini. I don't know, what do you say? I have no idea. What am I talking about here? Why can somebody please send me the video of this Mo Salah guy getting this cheap shot here? That is what happened, right? Because I was thinking, how the hell do you separate your shoulder playing soccer? You're not allowed to use your hands. I would think like the one thing that never happens is you don't have any fingers, hand, wrist, any of that type of stuff, injuries in soccer, right? Although with all the diving, I'm sure, if you dove a little too hard, maybe you could break your wrist. Why do I trash soccer? I'm really starting to enjoy it. I have no idea why. You know why? I started off, I was in a crabby mood. I just teased my wife about the fact that she, is less than cordial to wait staff. You know what's funny is when she goes into a restaurant, she becomes me, which is she has expectations of people. And when they're not met, she gets a fucking attitude. I'm not saying she starts throwing plates or anything like that, but good Lord. Anyways, let me read some of the advertising here for this week. This isn't all for Thursday, is it? Hey.
Hi. Are you gonna?
Hi.
Hi.
Do you have any respect for the fact that I'm doing a podcast right now?
No, because I have to ask you something.
What?
Are you gonna be leaving after your podcast? I was gonna take an Uber to my appointment, but then I was gonna come back and take my car because your car's blocking mine.
Okay. No, I can move it if you want.
Right now?
Yeah, Neil, I don't want to be talking about this on the podcast. This is not interesting to people that our driveway is so small, I have to move my car so you can move.
Okay. Well.
Oh, it is 4 reads. All right, I got to read the advertising here. When you need me to do that now?
Or I could take an Uber and just, if you're gone later, I'll be able to take a car later.
Okay, cool. Do that then. All right, I'm almost done with the podcast. All right, 4 Sigmatic. Nia, Sigmatic. That was a big Nas album, right? No? Sorry. 4 Sigmatic. 4 Sigmatic mushroom coffee. Oh my God, you can be tripping. 4 Sigmatic comes from Finland, the same country that gave us Santa Claus, Angry Birds, Tuukka Rask, and mushroom coffee. Also, what's his face from Formula One? The hell's his name there? Not Nico Rosberg, the guy who's driving there now. Valtteri Bottas, right? Finnish people consume more coffee per capita than any other country, almost 3 times more than Americans. And they don't seem to be out of their minds when I've been over there. They seem like really level-headed people. You think they'd be all wired and shit. During World War II, when there was a shortage of coffee, the Finnish boiled mushrooms that grow on trees to make coffee. Mushroom coffee has half the caffeine of regular coffee, but is twice as magical. Magical? Easy on the gut, less acidic, and you don't get the jittery feeling you get from regular coffee. I'm already ready to drink this stuff. I love mushrooms. The flavor is, add your thoughts on the flavor. Well, I haven't drank it, so I'm going to say it's like hot mushrooms, and definitely not as shroomy as the mushroom you take on spring break or at Coachella. All right, so you don't start tripping. This product is ideal for adult children, millennials that work, and hippies that smell good, called adaptogenic. It gives you extra energy without more caffeine or sugar. I'm sold. Perfect for creativity. Does it help you with technology? Helps you when you need to get work done. I can't believe I broke my headphones. Think of it as supercharged instant coffee. Comes in easy to use and carry single serving packets. Just add water. Perfect for travel and when you're on the go. Costs just $1.50 per cup. Get 15% off your first purchase with the code BURR, B-U-R-R. Just go to 4sigmatic.com/BURR and try it yourself. FOURSIGMATIC.com/BURR and try it for yourself. Hey, maybe if you're trying to cut down on coffee, you can drink this stuff. Still be creative and not be bouncing off the walls. Stitch Fix. Style. Some of us have it, some don't. But just because a sense of style seems elusive for some doesn't mean it's impossible to attain. Oh my God, this feels like every 80s movie. Is somebody going to get a makeover? There's no time like the present to discover the style you never knew you had. And you can with a little help from our friends at Stitch Fix. Stitch Fix has reinvented how we find and buy clothes. I need to buy some shirts. Maybe I should use this. Just answer some basic questions about your sizes, favorite styles, and budget. Right from your laptop, smartphone, or tablet. Your personal stylist then springs into action, hand selecting 5 brand new clothing items just for you. I know. Personal stylist sounds like something only the rich and famous can afford. Personal stylist, sorry, but you can too. Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied as a credit toward anything you keep. And since your personal stylist uses only your preferences to pick your clothes, you're still in complete control. Once your items arrive, try them on, only pay for what you keep. Don't like something, need another size, just send the items back. No questions asked, and shipping is always free on both ways. Get your fix whenever you want, or sign up to receive scheduled shipments. The choice is yours. I love Stitch Fix, evidently, and I know you will too. Call to action. Hurry to stitchfix.com/Burr to get started now. Keep all 5 items in your box and you'll get 25% off your entire purchase. That's stitchfix.com, stitchfix.com/Burr, BURR, stitchfix.com/Burr. All right. Helix, everybody. Helix, there's nobody on the planet like you. Nobody does it better. Makes me feel sad for the rest. So why would you buy a mattress built for everyone else? Working with the world's leading sleep experts, Helix Sleep developed a mattress that customized to your specific height, weight, and sleep preferences so you can have the best sleep of your life at an unbeatable price. Here's how it works. Go to helixsleep.com, fill out their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll design your custom mattress. They can even customize each side for you and your partner or your wife. In 2018, Helix Sleep has taken customized sleep to the next level with Helix pillows. The all-new pillows are fully adjustable. My pillow's adjustable. You just punch it a couple of times or fluff it up. Are you advocating pillow domestic violence? The all-new pillows are fully adjustable so you can achieve perfect comfort regardless of sleep positions or body type. Helix Sleep has thousands of 5-star reviews, plus you can get 100 nights to try them out. Go to helixsleep.com/Burr right now and you get $125 towards your mattress order. That's helixsleep.com/Burr for up to $125 off your mattress. helixsleep.com/Burr. Oh, look what's left. The only people left. Me-undies. Where are the fucking whores? Me-undies. Your pregame was a fucking bore. You're living in Vegas with all that crack. You came out with some nights and the shit was whack. I'm sorry. I never say whack. It just rhymed. Me-undies. You've definitely heard me talk about me-undies. You've heard me sing about me-undies. No more sweaty balls. Me-undies. If you have sweaty balls and you fall on the ice, your balls will stay, but you will leave. And then you have your scrotum on your fucking sleeve. You know, the fun, comfy undies that feel as good as they look. To those of you who haven't tried them yet, listen up. You can get incredible underwear sent to your door with MeUndies. Are you going to have to leave the fucking house for anything anymore? Meaning no more hunting around for the perfect pair at a crowded store and eventually settling for good enough. MeUndies are made with sustainably sourced material from beechwood trees. Jesus, like Budweiser, beechwood aged. They're naturally soft. Fiber makes a fabric that won't sag or ride up. Trust me, once you put a pair on, you'll get it. Have you seen that patriotic fucking beer that Budweiser is making? I mean, how much money can you make off of and then they have like the name of a veteran on the side of it. You know, it's like, dude, I was already going to drink your beer, okay? I already support the troops. You know? I don't support what the fuck we're doing over there in the Middle East, though, I can tell you that, which, as far as I can tell, is slowly going bankrupt. You know? I'm all for getting these bastards, but can we get like a fucking more cost-effective way of doing it? Can't you just drone it up? MeUndies is so sure you'll love your first pair that if you're not happy, they do whatever they can to get you into the right pair. And if they can't keep them and they'll refund you. So it is a risk-free, try the best underwear ever. Do you realize what a cheap bastard you have to be to order this underwear and be like, I didn't like them? And then you keep them and get your money back. If you're already part of the MeUndies family, the MeUndies fam, YOLO, tell your friends about it through their referral program. This is like Scientology of underwear. They'll get a discount and you'll get a store credit. Win-win. Still not sure? Well, MeUndies has a deal for my listeners, first-time purchasers. Get 20% off their first pair of MeUndies and free shipping. That's 20% off plus free shipping and a guarantee that you and your MeUndies will be very happy together. Get your butt over to MeUndies.com and treat yourself. To get 20% off your first pair, free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/Burr. That's MeUndies.com/Burr. Yeah, I feel like the U.S. government right now with the money, considering there's no end in sight to this war, there's really no exit strategy or any of that shit, and how much money it's fucking costing. You ever see like one of those talk shows where the husband's at work or something and he finds out like his wife ran up all this credit card debt, Then, of course, it's a talk show, so they still side with the woman. You need to work longer to pay off all of her yoga pants. It's my Dr. Phil. Right now, I'm copying and pasting that wine advice. Winetown advice to my wife. Why did I give her shit about being rude to the waitstaff? You know why? Because she always trashes me and my behavior. I'm going to use that in the future. When you start treating the people at In-N-Out Burger a little nicer, maybe I will work on my temper. You know what's so weird about after you flip out and then you calm down and then you're just looking at your broken headphones on the floor? It's just that sadness, Why did I do that? Where's the other piece of plastic that used to hold this thing in? Anyways, that's 31 minutes. I wouldn't say it was inspired. Wasn't inspiring podcasting today. It was kind of, I kind of fed off the energy of the weather, which is a little bit sad. I'm going to be running my hour around LA, wherever I can get up. I'll be doing 10-minute spots, 20 minutes, whatever the fuck I can do it. Getting ready next week for Dublin and London, England. Some people have asked me, why aren't you playing more cities over there? It's because I'm going over there for my birthday. That's why. And I'm doing 2 quick shows. And then I'm going to just, turn 50, I guess. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm definitely going to come back and I don't know, maybe next year or something like that. I want to go back and do a tour like I did the last time. Except, I don't know. I just, I got the kid now, so I don't know how long I could go over there for. And there is just something weird leaving the country with your wife and kid. Maybe I could bring them along. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that's the fucking move. Maybe I'll do it that way. You know what? I'm getting off the phone and I'm talking to my agent right now. How about, look at that. I just worked that out right in front of you guys. That's how much thought I put into my career. I just talked to myself while talking to you guys. And there you go. Look at my broken headphones. I'm sorry, headphones. Now I'm going to have to throw you out because they don't make that plastic piece there. It's going to end up in the fucking ocean floating around. They didn't even have to be out there. I kept these things so long that they like the shit was flaking off, that goes up and over your head. People would always be like, you got something on your head. It's like, oh, it's the spongy shit from my old headphones. I'm sorry, old headphones. This is like when somebody kills their wife like fucking 50 years into the marriage. A fit of rage. I feel really bad right now. Are you comparing women to inanimate objects? Yes, I am. All right, that's the podcast. Have a great weekend. You cunts. Can somebody please send me the video? Do you got a flip phone video of Mo Salah getting his fucking shoulder yanked out? I just want to see if it's as filthy as the pictures look. All right? That's it. Have a wonderful day.
Once there was this kid who got into an accident and couldn't come to school, but when he finally came back, his hair had turned from black into bright white. He said that it was from when the cars had smashed his soul hard.
Here's something that I actually read a quote from in one of these magazines. I guess evidently Clint Eastwood was hyping that movie Gran Torino.
I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. I'm sure you've seen the ads for it, where he basically is like, "Get off my lawn, you fucking person of another race. I'm a white man, and my car represents back when America was good in the early 70s. I guess when he was doing the interview for that movie, he called, I guess, the current generation the pussy generation. And at first it made me laugh, and I'm thinking, like, yeah, Clint Eastwood obviously has earned the right to call people pussies. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Clint Eastwood is an actor, okay, who plays tough guys, who never loses a fight, really. And even if he does lose a fight in a movie, it's a fake fight. So at the risk of making my second sacrilegious comment, first trashing the great Mickey Mantle, now I'm going to go after Clint Eastwood on, like, where has Clint Eastwood, this is my question for you guys this week, where has Clint Eastwood got off, like, where has he earned the right that he's this tough guy? Because, like, he plays a tough guy? I've never understand that with, like, actors. Like, I remember, like, after 9/11, like, for some reason they wheeled out Tom Hanks, and, like, that was supposed to make me feel relaxed as an American. And I remember during that time I was doing a joke on stage talking about Tom Hanks, saying he's done so many Army movies he thinks he's a veteran. You know what I mean? It's not like he did Army movies, but he played an astronaut. He was in Saving Private Ryan. You know what I mean? And, like, all of a sudden, like, he becomes, like, all these guys. Like I said, here's one for you. I got fucking, friends out here. So we're doing the touristy shit out here in L.A., and I take them down to Mann's Chinese Theater or Grumman's, whatever the fuck they're calling it now. And they got those, they got the hand prints and the feet prints and the footprints there in the cement. And I found John Wayne. I swear to God, John Wayne had the smallest fucking feet I've ever seen. I couldn't believe it. This is the Duke, John Wayne. This is the guy everyone just thought, if he even breathed on you, he'd fucking knock you into next week. This guy had, like, I think he went to fucking Lady Gap to buy his cowboy boots. These things were fucking the smallest fucking things. He could have fit both his boots and his cowboy hat. That's how small his fucking feet are. If you ever go to L.A. and you go to Mann's Chinese Theater, it's on the right-hand side. He had tiny little ass feet. Actors are fucking annoying. You know what I mean? They sit there and they put on fucking leather jackets and they play these badasses, and it's just like, dude, you're an actor. Have you had any real fights, Clint? Huh? Somebody ever fucking rear-end you in the drive-thru at Burger King and you got out and you settled the score? Maybe he has. I don't know what, but, I don't know. It just fucking annoyed me. And moving on from that, somebody actually sent me an email that kind of ties into this, right? I'm not saying Clint isn't a tough guy. The guy's fucking ridiculous. He's 80 years old. He's still lifting weights. The way his eyes are squinted, he definitely seems like a badass. But, I want to see his fight card. I want to see his arrest record. Maybe he was a juvenile delinquent before he came up. I don't know. I haven't Wikipedia'd him yet.
Once there was this girl who wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room, and when they finally made her, they saw birthmarks all over her body. She couldn't quite explain it, they'd always just been there.
Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it is the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, May 31st, 2010. How the hell are you? Happy Memorial Day. Let's start with that. Let's show a little bit of respect, okay? What are you doing right now? Why don't you get off the fucking treadmill? Huh? Stand at attention and give a salute to the troops. Seriously, dude, big shout out, huh? What am I, a hip-hop DJ over here? Big hello from America to everybody over there in Iraq, Afghanistan. Where else do we have troops? Germany, right? Still got people over there just in case they start acting up again. You know them. That's what you get, Germany. Starting a couple of world wars. You know, I'm glad you did it. It gave us a nice reign at the top after you lost for the second time. And then us in Russia, we carved it up and stared at each other for fucking 40 years going, oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah! And then we just like, all right, fuck it. You know? And Russia just said, forget it. I think my mom's calling me. I gotta go. But, you know, fuck you anyway. All right? And then they walk away, and then we're standing there like, holy shit, you mean this is all ours? I mean, technically it's not ours, but there's nobody stopping us, right? It's like Bo Jackson when he comes around, and all of a sudden he just sees 80 yards of fucking green. You know? Kenny Easley ain't gonna catch you, even though he's got the fucking right angle. It ain't happening. That's what our corporations did. They were like, we're going to put a fucking Best Buy in every goddamn corner of this fucking planet, and we're starting in Iraq because as far as I can tell on my map, that looks about the middle. Everybody go with that? Huh? Show of hands? All right then. Let's fucking rally the troops. This is the best one out of all the songs. No disrespect to the Air Force, Army, and Navy. To the shores of Tripoli. I'm a stupid fucking American, so I don't know where Tripoli is. What the fuck is Tripoli? That's a fucking awesome name. They really picked the right fucking city, town, or country when they said Tripoli. I know it's not a country. Go fuck yourself. Oh, you European snobs who listen to this shit, who think you're better. Right? Because you know more about geography and your jeans are tighter. You think you're impressing me? You're not. All right? Bunch of fuck-ups, really? Amy Winehouse, that fucking Pete Doherty douchebag who's never done anything. His big claim to fame is he looks like paste stumbling down the fucking street. And you guys can't get enough of him. And you have the fucking balls to look at us like we're a bunch of fat fucks. All right? Stand down, Europe. This is our day. Shit. So anyways, I was actually supposed to go over to Japan. Right? Little fucky sucky. No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. I was going to go over there to go entertain the troops, and I don't know what the fuck's going on with that gig. It's supposed to be a nice 3-base, bang, bang, boom, right? I was going to come landing in a chopper. I was going to do it up, just like in Apocalypse Now. Have a couple of chicks coming out. These boots are made for walking, right? Tassels on their titties. America. Throw some PlayStations out into the crowd. Play a drum solo with some fucking chopsticks. You know, little America. That's what I was going to do, and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden now, it's like I'm playing a rec room on a fucking Navy Reserve base in Rhode Island. I don't know what happened to the tour, but I was supposed to be going over there. And I was going to go over there, and I was going to give it my all. And I was going to hang for next, 4 or 5 days, eating sushi, hanging out in Tokyo, just looking at a city like, what if all of New York looked like Times Square? I want to see it. Go to a Japanese garden. You probably don't call it a Japanese garden when you go over to Japan. Kind of like when you go to Philadelphia, you don't go, can I get a Philly cheesesteak? It's like, dude, you're in Philly. Just say, can I get a cheesesteak? All right? Everything is a Philly here. See that yogurt? That's Philly yogurt. How come it says Yoplait? I don't give a fuck what it says. All right? You're in Philly. So all this food is ours. So I guess you say, I want to go see a garden. So I go see a garden and then be like, I don't speak English. And then I'd be an asshole American, like, you don't speak English? Learn the fucking language. How bad would that be? If you just walk down the streets of Tokyo, just sort of yelling out to nobody in general and just sort of over everybody's head, English! All right, I think I've been ignorant enough on this podcast. Right now, you're probably wondering, going, Bill, last week, according to the mmpodcast.com, the one and only official fan page of the Monday Morning Podcast, for those of you who like to follow along at home with every reference that I make, when I bring up YouTube videos, you want them at your fingertips. When I mention old actors, when I talk about Yoplait yogurt, you want to look at the carton. Oh, yeah, that is what it looks like. It's all up on the mmpodcast.com. All right? Actually made a little video there. Listen to me, like Archie Bunker. I made a little video there, Edith, you dingbat. I made a video for the, it's a long story. You'll see. We have an exclusive video. It's not even up on YouTube. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't handle that shit. I just see the red light and I just start talking, people, because I'm a professional. Just like all those band members on fucking Lawrence Welk, okay? The light comes on, I start doing whatever it is that I do to pay the fucking rent. I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I told you guys that I was going to be interviewing the wonderfully talented Nicholas Swartzen. Is it Schwartzen or Swartzen or Swartzen? I think it's Swartzen. Would the real Nicholas Swartzen please stand up? Minnesota's own Nick Swartzen. Grandma's boy. Don't mess with the Zohan. Blades of Glory. All those movies that fucking every college kid and immature 41-year-old, soon to be 42-year-old like myself absolutely fucking loves. I love those movies. Okay, first of all, somehow Grandma's Boy went under my radar. I don't know what I was doing. But I missed when that movie came out, and I started watching some clips on it. It's funny as hell. And I'm going to rent it this week. So, anyways, I was supposed to, and that's what I was doing. I was ready for an Inside the Actor's Studio. You know, I was looking at his body of work and all that shit, getting ready. You know, I wanted to have a good interview. And then, you know, when you have everything all planned out, and then just, you know, this is what happened, okay? I called Nicholas, and I said, you know, are we good for today? He goes, yeah, no problem. Give me, and whatever. We're supposed to meet in like an hour or something. So I'm sitting there in my fucking, you know, my boxers, playing my guitar, right? Doing what I do. I'm trying to learn these fucking surf, you know, that surf guitar. You know, for those of you trying to learn guitar, you know, try to learn to play by ear. So then you're not like, you know, borderline retarded in an instrumental kind of way. Instrumental in an instrument kind of way. So, you know. They're simple songs. It's all one fucking string. You can figure it out. You know, you learn some chords. So I'm fucking doing that shit. And my girl goes, okay, I'm going to take the dog out. So she walks down the street. And just like in life, when tragedy strikes, you have no idea it's coming. All right? And I'm sitting there trying to learn how to play Waiting on a Friend. You know, annoying my neighbors, having the window open, not giving a fuck, right? Trying to slowly kill the old man who lives down below me. On a holiday weekend, I might add. Fucking 3 minutes goes by. My girl is taking the dog around the block. What could happen, right? All of a sudden, she comes in. Opens the door and she look at me and she's like, I just got bit by a dog. She's freaking out. And I was like, I couldn't even I couldn't process it. I was like, you just walked outside to go take the dog for a walk and now you're bleeding on your leg. What's going on? She had it was a nip. Fortunately, she didn't need stitches. But now my whole day is in shambles. It's like, what did you get bit by? Was it a coyote? It was a dog. It was a dog. Okay. Whose dog was it? I don't know. They weren't around. There was some lady there. She helped me. All this shit. The next thing you know, I go from sitting in my underwear, trying to learn some Bill Haley in the comments. Next thing you know, I'm walking up the street. I fucking don't even have socks on. I'm walking up in my stupid old sneakers with my feet squishing in my old New Balance. Right? Why are you staring at me, Nia? Am I talking about? I'm telling the story as to why Nick Swartzen isn't on this podcast. Come over here.
Why did you go, oh, I got bit by a car?
Huh? Why did I do what? Come here. Why did I say what?
Why did you go, oh, I got bit by a dog? Like I'm some sort of jerk or dork or something.
No, I wasn't. I was trying to act like you crying. I just got bit by a dog.
It sounds like you're making fun of me.
I'm not making fun of you.
You were.
Who's fucking told Nick, a goddamn movie star, I couldn't do the podcast? I have to take my girl to get a little booster shot.
Nick's a movie star? Well, I mean, he's
What
in
the
movie.
fuck is wrong? You don't realize I'm recording right now?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Why don't you go over on your laptop and go on YouTube?
He's clearly in more movies than I've ever been in, so I should probably shut up.
All right, this is, ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to look up backpedaling in the dictionary.
Oh, that's my tetanus arm.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm just explaining this.
All right, I thought you were mocking me.
I wasn't. I was mocking the situation where you just sit there and like nothing's going on. And, you walked out to fucking take the dog out. What could happen? Remember, I was sitting in my underwears?
You got a piece of my leg ripped out. Well,
yeah,
not that bad.
Chomped on.
Chomped on.
What you did was you broke up a rape in progress.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This dog was trying to, take advantage of my dog sexually.
You can say rape.
She tried to rape her, and she wasn't having it. And,
And dogs can't hold pepper spray because they don't have index fingers or thumbs.
That's right. And so they bare teeth and they go at it and a fight ensued. I was proud of her. She's not one of those dogs that just lets other dogs come up and have their way. She's a fucking dominant.
She's not a slut.
She's not a slut. She's a dominant female. And she's not taking it.
Right. Well, that was the story I was telling.
Okay. Well, will you draw a parallel to what happened to me earlier in the day at the farmer's market? When you get to it. I know it's not about me.
Oh, and the creepy homeless guy hit on you? Yeah, you had an awful day.
I told him, this guy came up to me. I was at the farm. I'm sorry.
Gee, you're really just taking this over. And he came up to me and was like, yo.
Yeah, I was buying bread from the farmer's market. And this guy comes up to me, and he's right in my ear, like all breathing on my neck really close. And he's like, yo, can I get some bread? Or something like that. I was like, ah! Like, it was so awful. And I was like, what?
Is that some new street slang for pussy? Yo, let me get some of that bread, sugar. 1972 slang solid.
It was terrible. And so I'm like, what? And he kind of mumbled something. And I'm like, all right, you need to step off and whatever. Then he's getting close to me again. And I said, if you don't get out of my face, I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. I was so pissed off.
Did you say face twice? Because that really kills your momentum. If you don't get out of my face, I'm going to punch you in your face. Because you're in my face with your face. And I'm not having that with your face.
No, I think I said, if you don't get away from me, I'm going to punch you in your fucking face. That's what I said. If you don't get away from me, I'm going to punch you in your fucking face. And he was like, oh, you're not that pretty. You're not that pretty. And then he walks over.
Hang on 1 second. You just sounded like, you don't get out away from me, I'm going to punch you in the fucking face. Do you remember the cop in Reservoir Dogs? One of the most underrated performances ever in the bathroom when Tim Roth is in there. I said, buddy, I am going to shoot you in the face. You don't put your fucking hands in that dashboard. That classic cop speak. Buddy. That's what you just sounded like. All right, so you almost got raped. The dog almost got raped. Thank God I stayed inside.
We both bared our teeth and fought off, these fucking advances. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right. Go write the script. It's going to be a nice Lifetime movie, okay?
See? You're doing it again.
You're taking over the podcast.
They want to hear about me.
Yeah, that's what happened to Johnny Carson. All of a sudden, you let a couple people guest host. Next thing you know, you're playing golf, wondering what happened.
All right.
Yeah, beat it. All right. So anyway, that was the story. Somebody tried to, some person left the gate open up the street, and this dog came out with another dog. One was the lookout, and the other one fucking, came running up, probably with his little pink doggy dick, and, tried to mount my dog. I got to tell you, I got to respect the dog up the street for its belief in itself that it could rape a pit bull. You know when they make those movies about the fucking, the white guy from the suburbs who's wrongly convicted, and he goes he goes to prison. I just realized in those movies when it's the black guy who wrongly goes to prison, who's wrongly convicted and goes to prison, there's never any issues about him getting raped. It's, he's a black guy. He'll fucking, kick the shit out of everybody in there, and then dunk on the fucking warden when they have the annual fucking warden prison fucking whatever game, right? But the white guy goes to jail. It's always worried about getting raped. So anyways, because they've made that movie so many goddamn times, and you couldn't make it any better than Shawshank Redemption. But Tom Selleck made that movie. Somebody else made that. I can't remember who the fuck else made that movie. Tom Selleck went to jail, and he fucking, he ended up running shit, and they respected his intelligence and all this fucking stupid white guy shit that they do, right? So I'm saying, if you want to write that movie, okay, if you want to bring that genre back, if you're sick of seeing a boyfriend and a girlfriend who are actually secretly hitmen or spies, okay, if you're not tired of that genre yet, when the fuck did that start, by the way? Was it Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and they've made like 52 of them? Ashton Kutcher has one coming out with some other broad, and they're standing back to back with guns, and the title's written in like pink lipstick. Okay, I'm digressing here. But anyways, this is how you take that one to the next level. This is a tip for all you Hollywood screenwriters out there. This is how you fucking do it. You have the white guy not only be able to handle himself in the prison, but he rapes the toughest guy. In the prison, basically the pit bull version of a fucking human being. Whatever, the big fucking just jacked. You ever see a dude just so big? It's like you look at he's like, even if I had an aluminum baseball bat anywhere on his body that I hit, he wouldn't even feel it. Even his head, it would be like 3 times. You'd be like banging him on the head as he slowly turned around, doing that cheesy Bruce Willis look. Bruce Willis has one look when something's going to happen. He makes his eyes a little wide. He makes his eyebrows tense. One of them goes up a little high. And then he makes his mouth like a little round O. And he turns around. That's what he does. That's what he did all through Pulp Fiction. He did it in Die Hard. And why am I shitting on Bruce Willis? I like his movies. What am I trying to talk? I'm trying to explain why Nick Swartzen's not on the podcast right now. So, yeah, I was playing guitar, trying to learn some fucking, whatever the fuck. I don't even know the names of the bands. I'm so new to the shit. Next thing you know, I'm going up the fucking street. And with Nia, who's still bleeding, okay? I did try to, clean it up a little bit, but we also have to figure out, if she's slowly getting rabies. So, long story short, we get in the vicinity. Now we have to start knocking on fucking doors to try to figure out whose dog it was. And I'm opening the gates, and the gates are creaking to walk into these people's house. We live on like one of those streets where everybody's house looks like the Munsters, So we, to a much lesser degree. Rather than the gates being like, 10 feet high, they're like sort of chest height, depending on your height, So I'm walking in there worrying that this rapist dog is going to attack me. So I have this fucking stick that has a ball on the end of it. I look like a fucking wizard that doesn't know how to walk with its cane, I got it upside down. I basically look like some blue-collar guy who was wronged, and he's about to take the law in his own hands. But I'm not going to get fucking bit, right? I got a weapon. Memorial Day weekend. Hand-to-hand combat. I grabbed the shovel out of my pack. So I'm walking up. I ring the doorbell, and I hear, on the other side. I'm like, fucking great, right? And then then I'm waiting for the sound of the feet. Boom, boom, boom. Come walking up on the hardwood floors, and this lady opens the door. Hi. I'm like, yeah, your dog just attacked my girlfriend. And then she does just, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That fucking LA shit where you get lazy by the end of the sentence and you can't even finish the word. Oh my God, that's my favorite. Your what? My favorite. Your favorite? Favorite. Yeah, writ. Not ra. That's my favorite. Anyways. So, she wasn't really like that. You know what she was? It's the way fucking, I don't know, I can't speak for other countries, but the way this country is right now, where everybody's just so fucking sue happy, she can't even express concern. Or, like, sorrow or apologetic, whatever that fucking word is, and whatever tense I'm supposed to use that. She can't express it because she's worried about fucking, incriminating herself. Like, we're just going to sue the shit out of her because my girlfriend's got bit. You know, and all I'm trying to do is find out if it has rabies. And my girlfriend told me that the dog was either black and white or brown and black. Turned out it was brown and black that she said, and I couldn't remember what the fuck she said, and I knew that she had 2 dogs, and now I can't say to her, the black and white one? And then she'd be like, I don't have one. You have the wrong dog. You just fucking unincriminated me. And then she slams the fucking door. So anyway, I had to figure out if they had fucking rabies. Long story short, and then I got to call Nick and say, remember how we were going to do that 3 seconds ago? Well, since then, my dog almost got raped, and my girlfriend got a chunk of her leg taken out. So she's got to go get a tetanus shot. Whatever. Long story short was I cleaned up the fucking cut, little peroxide, little bacitracin. I fucking covered the shit up, and then I went back up the street because I realized I didn't even get their names and their phone numbers and crap, and I know that the doctor's going to be like, well, did you get proof that it doesn't have rabies? So I had to do that, and the next time I went up the street, the husband was there, and he was actually cool as hell. He said, sorry about that. Don't worry about it, I'll pay for the trip to the hospital, and that's all I wanted to hear, I'm not trying to get a second Prius out of a goddamn nip on the inside, of a kneecap. I'm not trying to do that. But I understand why the fuck they did it. But that's basically the reason why. Nicholas isn't on it. And this week I'm going to actually try to hook up and do a very special version. You might get lucky. It's either going to be next Monday or maybe sometime this week. You might get lucky. I might do an extra one. And if I am going to do an extra one, just keep checking in with the mmpodcast.com. The second I figure out that we are going to do it, I will let the powers that be know over on that page, and they will put it up, and you'll have the inside fucking scoop. So maybe you'll get something on a Thursday or a Friday this week. Huh? How much you guys loving life? It's a short work week. All you got to do is limp your way through fucking Tuesday through Friday. You might get an extra podcast. We're sliding into June here. Good times. Good fucking times. But I was really looking forward to... I was actually watching a ton. If you guys for some reason aren't familiar with Nick Swartzen, you really should just YouTube some of his stuff and then go out, buy all his comedy DVDs. Because, like I said, I'm not putting anybody on this podcast that I don't think is fucking hilarious. And I was seriously watching his stuff, just fucking dying laughing by myself. Even like the quick little videos that he makes. He's hilarious. And I'm renting. That's your homework assignment this week. Rent Grandma's Boy. So you're up to speed, and or any of the other ones that he's in. But Grandma's Boy, it seems like he has the most lines in it. And I don't know, he's got a bunch of movies coming out. God damn it. I had a fucking movie star coming on, despite what my girlfriend thinks. And now it's just me sitting here under my goddamn ceiling fan again. So, anyways. Yeah, so what are you guys, disappointed it's just me again? I understand that. Think I'm fucking thrilled? Thought I'd get a goddamn week off. Somebody else talk for a while. Do some shit jokes. Anyways. Oh, I got an email this week. Remember the old Douchebag of the Week award? Remember that? I haven't given one of those out in a while. I got this really bizarre email from somebody the other day. He said... It said, hey man, I sent you an email about a year ago, and it was something to the effect of, fuck you, you really turned into a pussy, etc. I think, though, that I was wrong for saying that. I will continue listening to your podcast and looking forward to any new shit you come out with. I wasn't thrilled with your California dog-loving bullshit. I mean, we all love dogs, but we really don't all talk about it, This is like one of these guys, this is what fucking annoyed me about those emails. You know those people where they realize they're wrong and then they apologize to you and it starts off as an apology, and then you quickly realize that it's really just an excuse to start reiterating the shit that fucking pissed you off to begin with? Hey, listen, dude, can I talk to you for a second? Yeah, listen, man, I don't know, I was in a bad mood yesterday. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. A lot of personal stuff, and I just figure, I just want to say sorry. I got a little out of line yesterday, and it was totally my fault. It had nothing to do with you. You were doing that faggy shit that I can't stand. Acting like it's like, wait a minute, wait, what? This is an apology. Just stop right there. Just say you fucking Sorry, don't bring it around again and start shitting on me. So the guy's like, but fuck it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, speech, etc. What the fuck ever. I also think it's cool you actually write people back. Now he's being nice to me again. And you're also out there. I actually like your material. Thanks again. And you know what really annoyed me about his fucking email is that he wrote, "I'm back." That was the name of the title. Like, I'm actually, like, like, he's the only guy who shits on me in emails. Like, I've been sitting around going, gee, whatever happened to that guy? I don't even remember when this fucking happened. Why couldn't you just fucking come back and start listening to the podcast? I don't give a shit what you do. I don't even care that you told me to go fuck myself or called me a pussy. You know? Do you know how many of those I get? The only one I remember was somebody gave me shit for taking the side of a celebrity. He was like supporting celebrities. And what the fuck did he said? Fuck you, bye. Like he was all done with me. And I just wrote back, all right, take it easy. And it just cracks me up that people are so, like, I'm supposed to be the guy that thinks the world is wrapped around him. Not you, right? I mean, these people make me feel better about myself. These fucking guys think like, yeah, listen, I know you're still fucking, emotionally distraught about that time I told you to go fuck yourself in November of 2006. I don't remember that. All right? Or if you're going to apologize, just apologize. Just say I was kind of being a cunt. Sorry about that. All right? And then just fucking start listening again. I don't listen to your fucking explanations. Douchebag of the week right there. God bless you. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back, okay? And you became part of the podcast. Does that stroke your ego? Hope you get run over by that fire truck at the end of the parade today. I never understood the fire truck. Is that because it's always during the day and they don't have money for fireworks, or you couldn't really see the fireworks? So in the end, they got to have those poor fucking firemen in their raincoats sweating their asses off, huh? Sweating off that fucking hooker funk that half of them have on their body, those heroes. That's one thing I've learned about firemen after talking to the cops. Firemen love hookers. They love them. I'm telling you right now, half the time you see a fucking fire truck go down the street, half the time they're going to get hookers. That's what they're doing. Why do you think they have all those extra seats? Why do you think they have that fucking intense look on their face? They're psyched. They're psyched. They're going to go get their dick sucked. When was the last time you even saw a fire? Every fucking 3 seconds you see a fire truck going down the damn street. There's no fire. They're getting hookers. But everybody comes down on the cops. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. I'm winging this one. I thought I was going to have somebody else talk for the entire fucking time. In my YouTube research, everybody, when I was sitting there in my lab coat, my safety goggles, doing YouTube research, lately we've been talking about, bad covers. And people actually started sending me some covers that were bad, but they actually thought were good. Like, there's some Ukrainian group that does like this sort of, I don't know what it is, old school like European folk version of Highway to Hell. So just search Ukrainian Highway to Hell. The Malcolm and Angus parts are on an accordion. And Phil Rudd's part is basically an empty suitcase and somebody hitting an empty water bottle against it. And somehow it's actually pretty badass. It's pretty badass. Those guys, like, they bring a great energy to it. And I got to admit, I kind of enjoyed it. Because you would think it would be a train wreck. So there's your first video to watch, Ukrainian Highway to Hell. And anyway, so I was kind of looking up that some of that surf guitar stuff. And they all use those Fender Strats, and I got one of those this year. And I was never really a fan. I always liked the Gibson sound with the Marshall amp because Zeppelin, AC/DC, like that's what I came up on. Joe Perry always had that 59 Les Paul he used. You know the deal. And I don't know. I was into the Beach Boys for like 2 seconds, and then they just annoyed the shit out of me. But But I don't know, just trying to learn how to play guitar. You listen to a little blues. It's funny when you go back and listen to those old blues guys, like Lightning Hopkins is called Lightning because he was so fast. And compared to how fast guys are today, he's not that fast. So you kind of go back to those guys because you can at least figure out the rhythm. I'm just explaining, if anybody out there is trying to learn how to play guitar, I'm really trying to learn how to play by ear so I'm not like one of those douchebags you see on YouTube where somebody shows you how to play the guitar, and they still want the tabs. You know what I mean? So anyway, so then I graduated to this surf guitar, and like I said, a lot of the riffs are all on one string. But what I noticed in it was I came across this group called The Shadows, and they got a song called FBI, and you just have to see the synchronized dancing, the choreography that they're doing. You guys can keep sending me the bad covers, but a whole nother level of funny is some of the bad choreography. Because nowadays, when you look at the choreography that people do, it's like, the dancers nowadays are so good. They'll have 20 people on stage, and you're watching them, and they're all moving. They're doing the exact same move at the exact same time. And back then in the 60s, it was basically as long as you were doing the same movement within 3 seconds of the person to either side of you, it was considered, I guess, decent. So check out, search Shadows FBI. This is some of the worst choreography I've seen. And if you want some bad heavy metal, this is a whole nother genre, and I haven't even tapped the surface of this. Look up Britny Fox, and Britney's Britny Fox, Girls School Live, and just watch the first 10 seconds of this stupid swishing back and forth that I thought was fucking cool as hell. I literally saw it and I was like, oh my God, this is I was like, oh my God. No, I literally said, oh my God. I know fucking ditzy girls have ruined saying, oh my God, but it used to exist. Like when you saw a Zeppelin fucking burning back to the goddamn earth with people on fire jumping out of it. Oh, that was the humanity. And then the last one isn't even synchronized dancing, but this is the main reason why it took me so long and I never really got into Dave Matthews, was that stupid dance, that white guy James Brown fucking dance that Dave Matthews used to do. Just search Dave Matthews dance, and it's you really just want John Belushi to come back from the dead and do that Animal House scene where he smashes the guy's guitar, except you really want him just hit Dave right over his fucking head. And the only reason why I ever got in to listening to Dave Matthews was their drummer, and then I really liked, there was a saxophone solo that I just thought was the shit on one of their earlier ones. Other than that, I don't know. I just haven't been into them. So, if now right there, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of shit to go look up. Well, you know what? Why don't you take the express checkout line? Okay, the automated checkout line, and just go to the mmpodcast.com. We'll have all those fucking videos right up there. You can watch them. We'll have them in order. The Highway to Hell, right to Dave Matthews. I mean, very little times in life would I ever be on the side of a bully. But I swear to God, if right in the middle of his dance, if the stereotypical high school football player walked up to him with his jersey still on, with two of his other meathead friends, and they just stuffed him into some locker that they brought on stage and smashed his guitar, you could hear me laughing from the back of the fucking stadium that they were playing. I would completely enjoy it. And I don't know what that says about me. Oh, we're 34 minutes in. I want to give a shout out to all the joggers on the treadmill. You only got another fucking 13 minutes left. 13 minutes left. All right? How smelly is the person next to you? Are you on a treadmill right now? You know what I love is those fucking people who don't even need to do cardio, yet they still get on the machines, and they always get on like that old school Stairmaster. Those people who just cheat. They have like a magazine open and they're reading, and then they're like hunched over, looking like a question mark, and they're just sort of moving their feet like flap, 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 flap. It's like, what are you doing? Are you trying to burn fat off of your ankles? Is that all you're doing? You're not doing anything. You have full makeup on. Maybe that's just LA. Do you know one time I was at the gym? I'm actually going to go outside the bounds of this podcast. I actually did. I'm gonna sort of name a name here. I was on the elliptical, because I want to have a hip replacement when I'm 55. I want the dual, the fucking Earl Campbell special. That's what the fuck I want, right? Actually, I don't, universe. I don't. Okay, I've learned that. Be careful what you say. Your word is your wand. So I'm at the fucking gym. All right, and there's this girl in front of me, this beautiful girl, but she's got tattoos all over herself. And I'm just going, why the fuck did this gorgeous girl get all those goddamn tattoos, right? And her fucking sweatpants, they're hanging down. I can see about a 1/16 of an inch of fucking ass crack. And I'm just going, like, that girl, I swear to God, if you just erased all those tattoos, okay, and you put her in a dress that showed off, the beauty of a woman, but it wasn't trashy. Like, this girl is like a classy, gorgeous woman, right? But she, just like a mess, sweating, fucking sweatpants hanging off her and everything. And like 4 days later, she's in the exact same one. I'm fucking sitting there, I'm doing the elliptical. There she is again, sweatpants hanging off. It just so happened I was done before her, and I'm walking by her because I got to go, get the little fucking bottle of whatever and spray down the machine I just used. And I looked at her, and it was... this is such a Kathy Griffin moment. I can't. Jesus Christ. I can't tell. I can't fucking name names. That would ruin the podcast. All right, I can't do that. I can't do that. How fucking annoying is that? I couldn't do it. Kathy Griffin has already ruined the reputation of redheads. No one's ever going to trust us with a secret again. She fucking hangs out with famous people, right? And they're all going, oh, wow, isn't this cool? I'm hanging out with a fucking comedian. And then she goes on TV and rats out everything. Then she picked her nose. And I was like, oh, my God, Michael Landon just picked his fucking nose. I know he's dead. What the fuck, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to do that on my podcast? I can't do it. All right? I gave you enough of a description. There's a beautiful girl with way too many tattoos. Figure it out. Do you know any movie stars who are beautiful with way too many tattoos? You don't. All right, so now we're out of the movies. It wasn't a musician. It's a TV star. Beautiful, too many tattoos. There you go. You figure it out. What are you laughing at, Nia? Am I totally giving it away? No, I'm not. I don't name names. She just said, you're ridiculous. Do you know how much a thrill I get? Because I have no idea if I'm making people laugh. If you actually laugh, Nia, I know that I'm not wasting my time here. Yeah, let's see that. I just got an aw. All right, what am I reading here? All right. Hey, did anybody notice last week when you watched that Sabbath fan going crazy, how much he sounded like he could do a dead-on Sam Kinison? I really thought that guy was awesome. Somebody actually sent me a fucking hilarious email going like, come on, Bill, you think that because I said that guy's actually probably a parent because he's at that age. And he was like, dude, do you really think anybody's fucking that guy? I mean, look at him. And I would say this, if there was an even amount of men and women on this planet, I would say that he would be in trouble. All right? There would be a pussy shortage in his life that would rival what the fuck we went through in the early 70s with the gas crunch. All right? That was a long fucking way to go. But no, fortunately, there's 3 women to every 1 guy. So as a man, if you're dating a loser chick or someone who's just a total cunt, you really have no excuse. But women, they have an excuse, When they say a good man is hard to find, they're right. I would think a man would be hard to find if there's fucking, 3 hoo-has to every fucking hang down there. Hang down over there, All right, let's read this fucking question here. Oh, no, you know what? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that just yet. Beautiful woman, not a movie star, with a lot of tattoos. Not a musician. She also does not own an ice cream store. Okay, that's it. I'm done with the hints. Anyways, And I'm not going to confirm or deny him either. But I do know the answer. Huh? You like I just went political? That was one of the greatest quotes I ever heard. Some lawyer for some fucking guy who worked in Congress or whatever the fuck it was came walking out and they go, is it true that blah, 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 blah? And this guy just looked at the camera. He goes, I can neither confirm nor deny it. I fucked it up. He goes, I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I do know the answer. And he walked away. All right? Put that one in your back pocket next time you're in a fucking jam. When the cops are asking you a question, when your girlfriend are like, are you cheating on me? You know? Give her that Bruce Willis look from Die Hard. Just look over your shoulder. And then just do that Alec Baldwin sort of whisper. I can neither confirm nor deny that, but I do know the answer. And then just sort of look off, right over her shoulder, staring at something, and don't break your gaze, and just walk right by the side of her face. And I'll tell you, you completely mind-fucked you, you know? You mind-fucked her. Okay? And then run down to the corner and try, when the fucking fire truck's coming down the street, grab the side and jump on. Go down the street, get yourself a blowjob. Celebrate Memorial Day weekend. All right, let's get into the questions for this week. I want to remind me to talk about the 1958 Oldsmobile 88. That's my new fucking car. You know, fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna put some pictures up there. Some of my favorite old cars, and the Malibu, the fucking Chevy Impalas, those early '60s Chevy Impalas, the Lincoln Continental era, JFK getting his brains blown out, that fucking era car. I have never been a big Oldsmobile guy. Even like the muscle cars, for me it was either the Mustang, and there was certain years of the Camaro that I really liked. Like, as much as I liked the late 60s one, I think that 1970s Camaro, where they got like that fucking shark nose on it, is the meanest looking goddamn car, and it's got the Corvette round brake lights. That car is the shit, and it always seemed like whenever, I don't know, because it was a little bigger, it always just seemed like the gearheads always figure out how to put like some fucking 700 cubic fucking whatever the fuck, I don't know about engines. They put a goddamn jet engine in the thing. Oh, and here's another thing too. Jay Leno. I'm fucking obsessed with his car collection, and I'm always going on his website, Jay Leno's Garage or whatever. We'll have the link on the mmpodcast.com. He has a fucking, look up Jay Leno. Here's another YouTube video. Look up Jay Leno tank car. This fucking maniac bought an engine. He took it out of a tank. Never get Dentley, Chrysler or Dodge made it because it's a Hemi, but it's like a fucking 58 cylinder, and he made a hot rod out of it. An open wheel hot rod. The fucking car is like, I swear to God, it's like 25 feet long. It's longer than the 58 Continental, right, Nia? One of the longest production cars of all time. I was actually talking to my dad about old cars. He knows all about old cars. You know, he used to do that when we were kids all the time. Be driving down the street, we see a car. Oh, look at that car. I'd be like, that is a 1955 Buick Special. Had a 350. God, that was a beautiful car. That's how we always ended with, God, that was a beautiful car. I actually remember one time watching one of those Dudley Moore movies where he plays a drunk. And, you know, he drives his Rolls Royce and he comes screeching in, hammered, and he rear ends another car. And my dad loves cars so much, he's literally watching it. And as the dude is coming in and screeching in the car, and it's so clear he's going to hit a fire hydrant or whatever with that $5,000 grill. Remember that? 16 candles? You got $5,000? I don't got $5,000, right? He comes flying in. My dad is literally going, making that noise, you know? Like when something precious is going to break, and he rear ends the car, and then my dad's like, now why did they have to do that? And I'm just sitting there laughing, going, Dad, it's probably a fake Rolls Royce, you know? And he just goes, yes, but I know, but whatever the fuck that means. My dad's hilarious, and I whatever is in his DNA about loving cars from the 50s, 40s, and the 60s, I got that. I don't know what happened. I tapped into that shit. But like I said, I've never been an Oldsmobile guy. But there is a fucking 1958 Oldsmobile 88 that this guy redid that is, it's gold and just those front four headlights. It's amazing because the Chevys went from from 2 headlights to 4 between 57 and 58. And I always hated that. I hated how the Bel Air looked because it just ended up looking like a checker cab. I liked the 55 to 57 Bel Air when it had the single headlight. I mean, one of just a classic, for Memorial Day, American car designs. How the fuck we went to that? And I was actually thinking, I have a kid here, am I really going to drive down the street going, that's a fucking 1987 Chevy Lumina? God, that was a beautiful car. I'm not even going to know what the fuck it was. Ford Astro. I'm not going to know what it was. They all looked the same, but back then they had it was like, you know what I liked about the cars back then? I might be wrong here because this is like I said, I'm not a fucking mechanic obviously and shit, but back then the way they had things broken down was, nowadays how can I put this? Toyota will make everything from a Prius low-end car like what I drive all the way up to a high-end car that'll still say Toyota. I know they have Lexus and all that, but Toyota will make like a $50,000, $60,000 car, and they'll make like an $18,000, $20,000 car, and it's all under the brand name Toyota. Well, back in the day, as far as my understanding of it, was it went Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Plymouth, Chevrolet. And Chevys were like bottom-end cars, and then if you drove it was like the status was like what make you were driving, I believe. At least that's the way I kind of understand it. If you drove a Chevy, you were kind of a young guy, making your way up the ladder, and you go back to your high school reunion and be like, what's he driving? He's driving a Plymouth. Fucking shit, he was driving a Chevy in high school. The fuck? How old is he? But if you got up to, Buick and Oldsmobile, you're doing all right. But if you were driving a Cadillac, you were fucking running shit. And I think that worked the same way with Chrysler, where when Chrysler, DeSoto, Plymouth, and then Dodge. I don't know. I just remember I was in a bar in Colorado, and they had this old school poster that said, "Buy your wife a Chevy," which is funny. It's like, hey, buy her one of those low-end cars. That'll shut her the fuck up. Probably doesn't even mean that. That's just how my chauvinistic mind took that. Anyways, let's we'll have a picture of I'll say 3 or 4 of my most favorite American cars in celebration of Memorial Day weekend and all the troops. You know what I mean. I can barely handle being in Arizona. I don't know how the fuck I would ever survive. If I was ever going to go to war, I should have gone to war back in the day when we were. Well, I guess we used to fight in the tropics. Jesus Christ. That would have been, I probably, do they let redheads into the fucking army? That's. Can I get a deferment for having no pigment? I've never seen an albino Marine, you know what I mean? That's like having flat feet. I got a bad back. I'm a redhead. What are you going to stick me? All right? You want to fucking have hand-to-hand combat in Greenland? I'm there, baby. I'm fucking right there. I'll have a knife in my teeth. I'll take out a polar bear. I swear to God. I won't. I'll cower in my little fucking igloo crying. And someone else is going, Private Burr, get your shit together. I don't want to go out there. It's scary. Nia, I am killing with you this week. I'm fucking funny today? See how women, they always got to clarify it? Why can't you just say you're fucking funny? I'm funny today? You know what? That's why God made you so beautiful. Look at you coming in here with your hair looking all glamorous. I was really mad at you, too. I saw you come walking in here like some old school movie star. Aww. See that? See how I do that? I insult him, and then I quickly compliment him. And then I get the, what do you have in your hand?
So you're still an asshole.
I am. That's why you like me. The women like the assholes.
Yeah, that's true.
They do, right? It's because we know how to fuck.
Wow.
Anyways, whatever, I'm shit-talking. It's the holidays. I'm going to be rubbing my balls, drinking a beer in a minute, because I'm an American. You think I'm going to read? I'm not. That extra day, going to get dumber. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to be puking in a fucking BFI bin behind Denny's. All right, here we go. Here's a question for a week. Bill, let me start by saying this question stems from events spanning over the last 6 years or so. About 6 years ago, at the age of 20, I was about a year and a half into what at the time seemed to be a really great relationship. Coincidentally, my job and money situation was also doing really well. So I decided instead of throwing my money away on rent, I'd buy a house. There you go. This guy's making the moves. He's doing well in life. He's buying a house. Everything's good so far. Being that I always plan ahead, I purchased a rather nice house for a first home, even though I thought, even though I knew it was a little too much money. Now, I didn't buy this to start a family or for her. I just wanted a fucking house. In the year or so after, the relationship really went downhill, mainly because I was working more and spending less time and money on her. Okay. Long story short, we split about 2 years later. Since then, I've had many encounters with girls. Okay, so let me fix this with my awful reading, all right? Basically, this guy's dating a girl. He's making good money. He doesn't want to throw his money down the toilet, paying rent, so he goes and he buys a house. And then now he's got a nut to fucking crack every month. He works a little bit more. He's not spending time with his woman, and it goes downhill. Plus, he's younger. That's pretty normal, except the fact that he owns a house. So now he's in this situation. He's single. He has this really nice house, and this is what's been happening since. All right, since then, I've had many encounters with girls. The one thing they have all had in common is their hatred and animosity towards my ex-girlfriend and my house. I have even heard them say things about sleeping in a bed I bought with her, or how they don't like it that I did all this with the other girl. I've been dating a girl for about 2 years now, and she's the same way. She even has problems with my dogs because she says they were her dogs, meaning the ex. My question is this: why is it never good enough? Well, if you're a fan of this podcast, you've already asked that question, but I think it's timeless, so that's why I'm reading this again. Am I supposed to start my life over every time I want to begin a new relationship, or is it that girls really always want to have what they cannot have? Half the cunts nowadays are just waiting for some guy to put them up in a house and take care of everything, but when you give them the chance, they bitch because they didn't get to pick the fucking drapes. This guy's making some good points. Nia, I'm going to need your help here. He said, I don't get it. I have done really well for myself, and I've done it on my own. None of that had anything to do with who I was dating at the time, and I hate feeling bad because I'm trying to better myself. What's your take? All right, Nia, what did you say on this? You actually summed it up really well here. What do you think about this guy? Just to reiterate, you know the deal.
Yeah.
What is his problem?
I think the problem is the kind of people that he dates, because I don't think that they're mature enough to like let go of the past. You know what I mean? It's like, of course he's dated other women. Of course, you know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah, but let me ask you this: if when I met you, if I already had a house,
right,
and it was, it had a little bit of the female touch to it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you walked in and there was just a coffee table and like fucking a PlayStation, popcorn in the cushions or whatever, right? I'm not saying this house looks like that, but
Right, yeah. No, if it looked like a female
and
lived
I
there.
still had the bed that I used to bang the other one. I mean, I'll say, at least you can do, dude. You can at least switch out the bed. You know what I mean?
Bed though, I think that's a little much, honestly.
What a little much to still have it?
Yeah, he's gonna buy. Do you know how much beds cost? You're gonna have him buy a whole new bed just because he slept with somebody else on it. Ladies,
can you see why this is my girl? You're the shit.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're dating somebody and you have sex with them in their house, chances are they've had sex with somebody else in their bed before you anyway. So now all of a sudden it's like a big deal because he needs to date some more mature girls. But he's been dating someone for 2 years.
I don't know what he's been doing.
I thought you said he.
I just focus on saying the words right.
Yeah, he says.
You know what? This house could be like the lock the door test in a Bronx Tale.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like if they can't deal with it and they start giving him shit, you give them the heave ho.
Exactly. I think they should get the heave ho.
This is my house. This is where I fuck. You want in?
Well, not quite so assholey. But if anything, he could, get some new sheets or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, obviously.
Oh, I'm going to Bed Bath & Beyond. I was thinking about some new sheets. You want to help me pick out some? A girl would love that. Love it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And at what point in the relationship should he do that? You know, because we don't like being tied down. I don't want to send the wrong message. I don't want to say that I love you, but I want you to still bang me. Like, at what point?
I think when it's like official date, like monogamous type thing, is when you can say, hey, let's, whatever.
Okay.
But
all
I
right.
think it's really...
You answered the question. Don't oversell it.
Okay.
You answered it.
I was going to say, I think it's really annoying that these girls would be like, oh my God, I can't believe that, this is already decorated, and these are her dogs, and this is her house, and I can tell that she put that there. That's stupid. That's really
say how LA girls say favorite.
That's my favorite.
All right. I think that's going to be the podcast for this week. So I guess that's your answer right there. And, I'm not going to always defer those to Nia, but I just think sometimes you're really asking me what women are thinking. And I think I've done enough trashing of women. And shut up. I've done enough trashing of them. And, that's actually a serious question here. Because, dude, you don't want to get in a situation where, you have to, literally sell the house. What if it's a bad fucking market just to appease her? That's ridiculous. But I would, something, Nia, I would actually say that if they were actually going to be getting married, if they take it to that level, and that would be a weird thing, because when you do get married and you want to pick out a house, it's the house that for both of you that you want to live in. And, there's houses out there that I just don't get, like that, that gingerbread-looking house that's up the fucking street?
Yeah.
Like, if I met the girl of my dreams and she lived in that house and every day driving, I hate this fucking house. Mm-hmm. Or those ones that look like the castles that have, like, but they're just a house so it looks stupid. Yeah. Rapunzel, let down your hair or just sort of hop out that window.
Yeah, but he bought the house on his own.
No, I do. I know. I respect that. But I'm saying, this is what I was saying. Like, come on in and live here. I get that. But then, I'm sure he didn't buy a house that's big enough to have like a big family. I don't know if he does. I don't know. I'm just trying to kind of balance it out. What the fuck am I trying to do? Nia, are you going to be designated driver? Because I'm going to get hammered today.
No, I'm not designated driver.
Why? I was designated driver last time.
Last time when?
Last time, like fucking 3 weeks ago when we were in Boston. And you guys all got hammered, as they say.
Oh, yeah. But we're going to we don't know these people. We can't go get hammered.
I can. I'm going to, you know what my mission is? I'm going to make you look good today.
Okay.
People are going to feel bad for you.
No, I don't want that. I don't want that. No. We'll figure it out.
Come on, then I sing you those songs that I make up, when I get drunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Be fun. I'll be asleep halfway through.
No.
With my mouth open looking like the asshole next to you on a fucking transcontinental flight. All right, that's it. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Sorry the Nick Swartzen thing didn't work out. I'm going to try to sneak in an extra podcast this week. I'm going to figure this shit out. Okay? I promised you a movie star. God damn it. I'm going to bring you one. And that's it. Happy Memorial Day to everybody. Have a nice, safe, happy holiday. Get to where the fuck you're going to be at and just start boozing. All right? Okay? Don't be that asshole. I'm fine. You're not fine. All right? 2 seconds. You have grass stains on your face. Okay? You're not fine. Have you been drinking tonight? I had a couple. Sod hanging off your fucking left ear. All right, everybody. That's it. Have a great week and a happy holiday. And that's it. God bless the troops. Okay.
But both girl and boy were glad. There's one kid had it worse than that. 'Cause then there was this boy whose parents made him come directly home right after school. And when they went to their church, they shook and lurched all over the church floor. He couldn't quite explain it, they'd always just have gone.